Hello, travelers. Welcome. Welcome back to the story of Finwë Indarys. Second chapter of his new life here in Morrowind. Oh my god, I hate the way he walks. Is there a way to turn... I think I might have run constantly on. Yes, I do. My god, that was just so gross looking. If you remember last time, I said that that was an appropriate place to stop. And really the reason why I did that is because the video was getting a little bit long, and I thought, you know, I should probably stop and go ahead and see if everything worked out as it should. And unfortunately, I didn't realize that, yeah, I can't save yet. I have to go through that door, and then I have to go through another door. And rather than just stitch them together, I thought, well, I'm gonna sincerely hope that that things don't break. Everything was fine with the first video, and these are obviously going to be uploaded as a pair. So if there was something wrong with the first video, I do apologize. We are going to get some of these mushrooms early. Yes. So one thing I will actually be doing, what I'll probably do, because I'm going to have to go off screen in a second, we're going to get another look at our magic screen, and there are going to be all those spells that I said I really have to trim because it's just absolutely gross. So we are going to go ahead and go through the rest of the tutorial, and then off screen I am going to go ahead and get rid of those spells, and then I may even, shut the game down for a second and make sure everything has been going fine. Yes. Okay. What is this? I need to know. Why are you leaving these things around, my good sir? All right. So, here's the thing. If we try and go through here, it's not going to let us. Ooh, thank you for the travel lantern. Can I take the bucket? Yes, I'll have that bucket. Finwë Indarys of the buckets. Take all that. You have to grab this ring, or they are not going to go ahead and let you through that door. They, the magical tutorial gods. I have the same setup Dave has, which is to where you, instead of having to ready your hands to cast magicka, so in order to fight, you have to raise your fists, and then in order to cast magicka, for the love of Christ, I don't remember what button it is, but now you can just cast like you do in Oblivion. So, like, if I want to do minor heal, this is one of the spells I'll be keeping. I just... Oops. Ooh, I see some bottles I failed to collect. Oh my god, what is all this? Yes. Yes, yes. Give me your bottles. Alright. Well, it was nice seeing you, Finwë. We're going back to... Yes, there we go. Alright. Well, fuck him, because I'm not going to be, back here anytime soon. So, honestly...
Your papers, please.
Your practice, dickhead. Yes, my papers. Alright. So... You'll notice this guy isn't repeating everything that's on screen. That's because that is probably our good friend, the Census and Excise office back in the office back there. He's probably the last one that's going to do any real voice acting. So I'm probably going to have to... I don't think I'm going to directly read what he says. I'm mostly going to summarize. So first, I'll take your identification papers. Thank you. I only learned of you being here yet. Well, I mean, you learned of it. I doubt you remembered, because if I'm not mistaken, sir, you're the one who lost those papers. Yes, Celis. Your background's not important. Well, I'm going to ask you about it anyway. He's a knight errant. All right, Mr. Grumpy Gills. Tell me about Morrowind. All right, I'm in Morrowind. You don't know why I'm here. You don't know why I got out of prison and shipped here, but it was directly authorized by the Emperor. You know, so the Emperor, the actual Emperor, not the fake Emperor that, you know, my clan got tricked into helping because our leader was an idiot and then imprisoned by, you know, the actual Emperor, the one who hasn't released me for, I want to say, like 10 or 15 years until now. You don't know anything about it. You don't really care. I can't really blame you for that. Tell me about this guy. He's still the Emperor, huh? And no one knows why. Fine. How's the Empire? Yes. Basically, if you don't know anything about Morrowind, if you're watching this because you're a friend and you know absolutely nothing about the... Wow, that's some majestic music. If you know nothing about the series, basically, think like like quasi-Roman Empire sort of deal. Like there's this big landmass continent and the heartland is in the center, and this, you know, very technologically and militaristic society, you know, with their legion getup and everything, subjugate the other provinces, and it's led by an emperor. And if you can imagine what Rome's like, now put some magic and other, you know, twisted shit into it, and bam. Like, there you go. Imagine if Nero had the actual ability to, like, summon demons and make pacts with, you know, empires of fucking tiger men. That's kind of what we're seeing here. All right, so tell me about these. I have duties, I guess. All right. This package came with the news of your arrival. You're to take it to Caius Cosades. I am so glad, first, that Dave kept reading this, because someday I'll when we're wandering through the wilderness, I'll relay the story of Mr. Corbs and Mr. Croibles to you all. But you're just gonna have to accept that I have this problem to where whenever I see a word, the first time I sound it out in my head, that's it. And it doesn't matter if I've deleted half the you know, letters, or if I've added entire syllables. Like, it doesn't matter. That's what it is. And it's going to be damn near impossible for me to stop. So, Caius Cassadades is... You'll probably hear me say Cassadades sometimes, because Cassus Cassadades is what he was whenever I was 12. All right. I have to go to Balmora and go to the Southwell Corner Club and ask for him, and they'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. And you have a letter for me, and a dispersal to my name, 87 gold. Thank you. Okay. Yes. So that's everything, huh? You sure? Good. So I also have... I didn't even mean to do it, but originally this screen popped up like way over here, and goddamn was it annoying. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and tone down the swearing. But man, was it annoying. And now a mod that I can't even remember which one it was, put it right here. But I also got the mod to where you have a much higher % chance of this actually working, but, you know, the effect of it is determined by your speechcraft. So I didn't take speechcraft as a major skill, so I could, you know, level it up through training and such without it affecting my actual level. So let's get some practice in. So if I were to taunt this guy... Oh, God, fuck. If I were to taunt him all the way to success, he will draw his sword and attack me. Shit. Yeah. Well, I would like to think That's kind of the result of being in prison for God knows how many years. When I was leaving that, I didn't have anything to do with that operation. Oh, don't you fucking sniff at me, you piece of shit. All right. Press my J button to use my journal. I should check the trade house on the left. You're on your own now. Good luck. Indeed. I always kind of loved that. They really are kind of upfront with just the fact of, I really hope that you don't have any problems with this just being a real pain in the ass, because it's gonna be. Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna continue to do dialogue as though, you know, you're gonna see this, but there's a good chance that I'm gonna delete most of this for you all. So if I do leave it in, it was probably due to laziness. No, I'm just going to assume that I'm removing this. So let's go ahead and remove these fucking spells that are just way too overpowered. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Way too overpowered. You have to work for divine intervention. Oh God. I know I have this on my list, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, that might just be too much. Am I keeping an elemental burst? Yes, I am. So, on the off chance that I am keeping this in the actual full video, like I was mentioning, you get 1 or 2 starting spells in every school depending on your level. Given my setup, I'm taking 2 in every school, including illusion. I'm giving myself the illusion one because I put it there as a minor skill, and because, God damn it, like I'm doing what you're supposed to do. I'm not taking the overpowered way when I could. So I'm going with 2 in each, and I'm trying to make sure that they're not like Featherfall. It's not that powerful, but you need to work to get Feather. There are some, though, that are immediately like, I want this. I would go out hunting specifically for this stupid fucking charm spell. And I love the way that it's set up because it's 2 points. I mean, it's 10 points for 2 seconds, because the idea is time pauses when you talk to people. So the mod creator knew that this was going to be I just need to touch them, like, really fast. Just hit them with 10 points. So I'm keeping that. Rid of Global Light. Leap's another one. I would go hunting for this, and because of that, I don't feel like I should keep it. Invisibility is some bullshit. You should not get invisibility this early. Dispel. Maybe that's one. But nope. Getting rid of the common disease ones is easy because we're a high elf. And honestly, I'm really happy that I have Cure Poison right out of the gate, because I also would have gone hunting for that. Right, okay. Minor Dispel, Panacea, Reflect. Restore health weak, 2 overpowered. Sanctuary. No, I meant Sanctuary. Second Wind. Keeping the open door. I want that. Keeping the shield as well. There's the ghost. Scamp's a little too powerful right out of the gate. Oh, that's it. That's what I was considering. Right. So, I can't decide. I think on target. Holy hell. this is just so useless. We're gonna keep the Drain Soul. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, everyone. That is it. These are the 12 spells that I'm going to be having as our starting spells because I have my, attributes so high. The exception of the illusion ones, like, I would naturally qualify for all these. I'm giving myself the illusion ones because I feel like I earn it. I've earned it after not giving in to the desire to just abuse the system. But, there you go. All right. So, this is what we're going to be looking at. Obviously, we're going to be trying to find a spear here real fast. Because this little guy probably is not going to do it. I'm going to need to set up hotkeys soon. Man, this is wild. This is so cool! Oh my god! I'm actually playing this game again! Oh, fuck, I am so excited. Alright, here's the thing. I don't need to look at that right now. If we need to, we'll expand it as needs be. Right, okay. Yes! You, come over here. The reason why we're doing this is we are eventually gonna need this entire list, I feel like. Woo! Okay. Oh my god, guys, I'm so excited because up till now I've been like testing a bit, making sure the character works. Time to go a little bit off script. Finally. Finally. Oh, and the music perfectly aligned for me! Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. So this entire area is basically expanded through mods. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Graffiti. In Daedric. The dreamer is awake. What that means will become more apparent over time. I can't remember if that's added by a mod or not, but it's super cool. Not the same mod setup that Dave has. I feel like Tamriel Rebuilt is the one that like adds the statues and shit everywhere. I kind of like only having one of them because the mods don't conflict. Also, as you can see how slow we're going right now, that's because we're walking and we're not losing any fatigue. If we choose to run everywhere, let's see if I can get it, our fatigue will go down, but our athletics will eventually raise. Fatigue affects everything. It basically is if you're at half fatigue, your normal chance of doing anything is basically at half. And if you're at 0 fatigue, you have like a 5% chance of doing something you'd normally crush it at. So, yeah, that all sucks. We're going to be running for a while just because, honestly, it kind of looks like walking speed. Yay! There you go. We want to keep leveling that up because otherwise we're just going to keep walking at this speed. So, this is the first time that Finway has been, able to just take a stroll around town. And honestly, I can't think of a better town for him to first emerge into. It reminds him, I think, of one of his favorite towns. One of his favorite towns in the provinces he used to call home. His clan wandered, obviously all around the west, but there was this one little valley and it just had a hamlet nestled in it. And it looked kind of like this. You have your lower shacks here and then your one pub that basically serves as the middle town, and then you have what basically is what should have been like the thing that brings a lot of business in, but hasn't really caused much expansion. I love it. I love it. And so right now you just have Finway kind of wandering around and reflecting on his life. What brought him here? It's very fortunate, you know, the things that he used to do as part of the clan, you know, as a fisherman, as someone who went in on his own to take care of business. Is this a new port? Oh, believe you me, we will be talking here shortly. But as someone who, yes, as someone who went in on their own, they had to largely rely on their own magic. And I think it's because Finwë is born under the sign of the Atronach, and he has such high magical ability that the great matriarch, decided to go ahead and bring him into the fold. Now, there was some rumor he heard, you know, some of the other children who didn't like the lesser matriarch either, that they could see a lot of resemblances between her and Finwë, because Finwë is actually her grandson, and it was her son who, you know, ran off and found this Altmer woman and disgraced the clan. And yeah, but that could never be confirmed or denied, because no one, not even the great matriarch, would tell him about it. So, but those magical skills have put him in a good position to where he's in an environment he doesn't know anything about it, and yet here he is, able to go ahead and walk around to where if he gets into a fight, he can, you know, summon his little ghost, or he can go ahead and, you know, we're gonna need to test that here in a bit, or he can go ahead and summon a skeleton. Or Jack Skellington? Jack is going to be, because it's always family members that, you know, he's summoning. They're all part of the Indarys clan. So, cousin Jack, or Jack Skellington, and Mike, good friend Mike. But in addition to that, 15 points of poison. 15 points of poison. Very few things actually have poison resistance. Now, you see, my chance here, my odds of successfully casting are 49%. That is because I have no fatigue. And I think that also caused the cost to go up. So, if we wait... Okay, we're not going to have that on just because I don't want to accidentally cast and hit somebody. Ooh! Also, sorry everybody that... I might accidentally be shouting into the microphone. I'm just so excited. We can finally make our first save. Oh my god, I need to clear this trash out. But let's do actually Dr. Morrowind #1. The official first save of the Let's Play.
Quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Yes. All right. So, need to actually do something more than just continue on to make it a true second chapter. So, my good sir, you're wandering around the Census and Excise building. Can you tell me anything about this town? All right. Are you the only one that the boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. Your ring, good sir. Tell me about your ring. I swear, one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly led shakedown Fargoth ritual. An engraved ring of healing. Family. Heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? I found it. Here's your ring. Here's your family ring. Yes, I did find it. I know, it is amazing. Thank you. Yes. I'm now your favorite friend. I'm probably your only friend, my good sir. Hey, you don't have horns in the rebuilt faces. What else had horns in Morrowind sometimes? It was fucking gross. Oh, sorry. Yeah, but they were disgusting. I'm sorry, Fargoth. Your horns were just atrocious. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house. Go see him and he'll be happy to see me. All right, Fargoth. Now that is what I would hope to actually have happen when I return shit. Because, I accidentally jumped there. I feel like it doesn't a lot of the time. So here's the other thing that really sucks. If you are fatigued, prices are worse. Because it's like you're wandering in there and you're out of breath and you're trying to haggle. And, I mean, I gotta be honest. Like, if someone were to walk into a store where I can set the prices, basically whatever I think they'll pay, and they're like, they seem to be on death's door gasping, like, I'm gonna charge them a little bit more.
I'm waiting.
I just walked in. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, no. But I've never seen you before. Who are you? Alright, so you see this wall of text? One, it's, YouTube link. And not YouTube, it's fucking Wikipedia link style. To where you click shit, and then more shit opens, and then more shit opens, and just... So, originally, right, almost everyone said the exact same shit. And depending on what her trade is... Right, even this used to be generic. It would just be like, yes, I'm a pauper. I go ahead and clean shit whenever things need cleaned. But now you have nice little things like, he's the merchant, but I do the other stuff. And then you ask about her background, she actually says things. I lived here before the Imperials arrived with their promises of prosperity. Soon after, it wasn't good enough to live in a shack and fish or forage for your next meal, so I took a job here at the trade house. Now, you see, we know a little bit more about the community. That's why I like this mod. Less generic NPCs. In addition with it being, really tied to House Redoran, which I know everyone really favors the Telvanni quest, but once you get the Indarys Unleashed, it's worth playing, in my opinion. But anyway, that's enough of you. Thank you. Do you know anything of interest? Okay, so he sells... I guess our good friend here, Ariel, you sell scroll... My god, maybe I should have gone with that look. You are rather handsome looking, aren't you? Well, yes, let us talk, Ariel. Clothing. A clothes fit. Yes, it's a chore to find... Okay. A tailoring kit. It's often necessary for our customers to use to make the clothing fit. I've never seen this before. I don't know. Okay. Whenever I find a place to bed for the night, maybe I will do that, I guess. I, good sir, have a lot of trash to sell you. Yes, I do. I'm going to eat some of that. That is my bread. In this Let's Play, I will occasionally be eating. Yes, just for role-playing purposes. I really like doing it for role-playing purposes, to be honest. But I'm not going to do it in such a way to where, like, it's going to be annoying or anything. It's just going to be more like I'm holding on to a little bit of bread, and if, honestly, that bread was what was doing it with the weight limit, I would toss that shit in a heartbeat. Troll slime. Yes. Scrib jelly. Hacklow leaf. These used to be super expensive. Guar meat. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, we're gonna sell it all. For those of you who are like, don't sell the mushrooms, I know not to sell the mushrooms, but we're selling the mushrooms anyway. We're selling the mushrooms because I want to come back here after a little bit of time. But I know to hold on to the mushrooms. I'm holding on to the Traveler's Lantern as well because role-playing. But do I need a basket? You know, honest role-playing would say yes. I really need to be careful because you can just go ahead and go on and on with, well, role-playing would say, and I would have trouble arguing against that. But this is why we pick up everything early on, because I need a little bit of walking around gold, and everything can be sold for at least 1 gold piece. Here's the other thing. We have alteration. We are never going to be opening shit with these picks, because we start off with only 5 in lockpicking. So the only way our lockpicking is ever going to open literally anything is me buying training. Which, if I recall correctly, Morrowind Rebirth really, made more expensive. So, I'm asking for more gold, because if you do, you're more likely, you'll level up your mercantile. You're going to level up your ability to barter. But, if you fail, he likes us less. And because, I need to go over that. NPCs have dispositions that range from 0 to 100 of you. And just like how, your stamina, your exhaustion affects everything, their 0 to 100 opinion of you affects everything. And everything you do affects that. So by helping Fargoth, his opinion, we'll take a look at it here in a second, actually. But I'm trying to raise this to raise, my bartering skill. Doesn't like it. Now he likes me less. Will you do it at that price? No. Okay. Oh, he wouldn't do it at that. So he likes me 89 out of 100 possible like points. So, not really that bad. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. But then you go ahead and take a look at my merc skill. And it's fucking trash. Oh my god, this is all such garbage. Why do I have unarmed? I think unarmed in this counts as a magical ability? It's stupid. Yes, it does. You can tell because it's got that purple. God, I try to just touch my fucking computer screen with my fingers. Yeah, so we're going to need to do some leveling with that. Right. Well, thank you, sir. I'm assuming you have beds upstairs. Oh, okay. So, we need to clarify something real fast. So, our boy Finway, not Fathus, God, my apologies. I know. It's a good story. Dave's got a good story going over there, and I binge watch it constantly. Our boy Finway here, though, he doesn't really have any scruples. Like, when you're about stealing, as long as it's not from the family or the clan, when you really kind of look at Dark Elf culture, especially things like Vivek, Mafala, Boethia, all of this, especially the Telvanni. Stupid people deserve what they get is kind of the mentality. And if you're the stupid person, you deserve to get caught and punished. And if you're not stupid, then the other person was stupid for letting you get their shit. So, at least early on, I really don't think, if I could get away with it, I think Finway would have no problem doing it. In fact, how do I crouch? Again, first time with the keyboard. There it is. We are crouching, and we are definitely seen by somebody. This guy. Hey there, Hiskar. You look like you could use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold. Recover some gold? That's right. See, I had a bad run of luck playing 9 holes, and lost a bit of money. Normally I'd be fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you shake the locals down for protection, but you know that Fargoth still has a little bit of his own tucked away. He's come up light in the past couple of weeks when I've shaken him down. I know he's stashing it somewhere. I'd like you to find Fargoth's hiding place. Yeah, I know the little fetcher's got one somewhere in town, just not sure where. I've already gone through his whole house, so I know he's not hiding it there. I'd like you to find out where he's stashing his gold. If you can, I'll give you a share of the wealth. Are you up for it? I feel like this is one of those moral tests early on in the game. So here's the thing, Hiskar. I helped him out, and he called me his friend, but I never really said he was my friend. So if he hides it well enough for me to not find it easily, then good for him. I'll do it. If you can, you'd like me to find out where it is. Sure, I'll look into it. All right, here's what he knows. Because, again, if Fargoth isn't, really willing to put in the effort into hiding this effectively, then I guess I deserve the gold a little bit more. It really does sound like this guy would fit in with the Telvanni, doesn't it? But I promise you, that's just the starting point of the character arc. Excellent. Here's what I want you to do. I'm not sure where he goes, but I know he wanders around at night. Watch his movements. The best vantage point is on top of the lighthouse south of town. That will give you a nice view of all of Sieda. See, this is where the weird naming convention will probably come in. Sideneen. If you keep an eye out on where he goes, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out where he's hiding that gold. That sounds like he's actually putting some effort into it. So this better happen quickly, or I'm not going to worry about it. I'm in town for like one night. I'm not hanging around when, oh God, whenever there's that Imperial captain that I fucking pissed off, that Templar. Specific place, eh? Welcome to Sethandas. If you're looking for a specific place, I might be able to help you. Why didn't you say so at first? I know every tree in the Bitter Coast. What are you trying to find? I don't know any of these. What's Holomoran? Really? Well, if you can fly, the ancient fortress of Holomoran is just west. I hope you guys don't mind this because it's going to be happening a lot. Of Balmora. Balmora. Right. Let's take a look at the journal. Not that. Right. Balmora is where we're supposed to go to talk to Caius, according to that Templar we pissed off. I know he's a Templar because that's what the armor is, and you can also, like, infer that based upon the rank hierarchy if you look in the faction details. If you haven't done it before and, this seems like an interesting game to you, you should really check out the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages because they do just such an excellent job of making this all interpretable. Oh, yes.
So if you could hurry this up.
Here's just a little bit of... I know you're a busy gal, but we got to provide... Listen, we have to provide context for people who haven't been playing this shit for over a decade, right? I've read this before. You've spent your entire life in here with this piece of paper, but everyone else hasn't. Normally people don't read that paper, so we're gonna read it, and I don't want to hear any shit. LNA. Alright, I'm just reading the first part of this so you can get the general sense of the government structure. Hereas at the general sessions of the peace held for the district of House Lalu at the town of Balmora on the 16th day of etc., in the year of the reign of our sovereign king, Lalu, Atherin Lethan, by the grace of all the gods, king of Morrowind, duke of Mournhold and Lalu province, defender of the people, etc., etc., etc. So here's what you're seeing right here. One, it's basic just parameters of, government structure. Here's how you're going to let people stay here. Here's, the taxes. What you need to see here is that obviously this province of the empire, kind of just like the Roman Empire, is divided into districts. Clearly it's ruled over by houses, right? So these must be some sort of clan structure. I imagine... My apologies. I imagine that Finway's clan structure is similar to what happens here, because it was an exiled dark elf clan. When you really think about it, what were they doing there? I don't know why any dark elf clan that wasn't exiled. It's not. I'm getting ahead of myself. That will reveal itself in time. But the other thing I want you to notice here is that Everything is ruled over by, like, technically in this paper, it's ruled, like, the province is ruled over by a king. We can actually go, you know, to the seat, the capital of this province in one of the DLCs, and I promise you, we're going to be touching pretty much everything in this series. This is the only game I'm playing until we have done everything. Like, no more Europa, no more Mountain Blade, no more Grand Theft. This is it. This is life. These are my people. I just want to play Morrowind. That's all I want to do. I just want to be involved in this story I've been waiting for so goddamn long. All right. Do you have beds? Do you have training? Uh-huh. Who are you? Oh, okay. Well, good for you. You're a rather private person, are you? Well, good for you. You don't offer beds. Do you have beds? Are there no beds in this?
Anytime now.
Ooh.
Probably nothing.
I'm fairly certain that little document even said bed, so now I'm twice as pissed. And I guess I just fell off a little edge there. And there's our buddy Fargoth. Alright, Fargoth. I'll keep an eye on you, but honest to God, if you don't do anything in a relatively short amount of time, I'm not hanging around. Now you, I feel like someone was talking about you. Who are you? I grew up on the mainland, right, so let's see if... No, because I don't have Tamriel rebuilt, you can't see it. We're in the province of Morrowind, but Morrowind is... Like, if you can see my cursor, imagine this globe is the entire province. Cut out like a U right here, and that little island that remains right here, like everything outside of the circle right here is water. I really wish I had my expanded map. We'll find one eventually. Basically, we are on a giant island in an inner sea that is surrounded by the majority of the remainder of the province. Why did I say all that? Right. Talking to Indarys. You know, I gotta be honest, Indarys, I'm sad for your loss. What happened? I actually don't care that much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to know. I'm not sorry anymore. I'm not sorry in the least. I'm not sorry at all. Hey, a little cup. I'm pretty sure it used to be an axe. I'm fairly certain that used to be an axe until Rebirth nuked it. Oh, not nuked it, nerfed it. Oh, that makes me a little bit sad, but also, I don't know. It was a bit overpowered to just find a nice little silver shard axe chilling right in there, right out of the gate. You have no business with that kind of shit. All right, we're not dealing with that. So I think also one of the early spells that I had access to was a levitate spell. Yeah, I'm kind of sad I didn't keep that. But you know what? You know what? It would have ruined the immersion. Hello, my good lighthouse keeper. You have a baby face. Thavre Vedrano. Yeah, we haven't met. And it's your lighthouse. Good for you. What do? You maintain the lighthouse. What a surprise. Alright, this might be some good lore. When I asked her about Dunmer, she said, I must say that I'm a little surprised by your questions, but perhaps you're new to Morrowind. We Dunmer are the natives to Morrowind. This is our home. The challenges of living here have made us stoic, self-reliant, and just a little suspicious of change. We Dunmer are so long-lived that most die from disease or violent causes. We come to expect, but never get used to such tragic ends to our loved ones. I think it shapes our outlook, why we have a more pessimistic attitude about life, and why we feel we must be ready for anything. That's a very interesting take. Vidrano, have you been talking to the folks over at Fudge Muppet that were talking about the downfall of the Tribunal? Because sounds like you're spewing some kind of anti-Tribunal bullshit propaganda. Yes, you are. Well, I'm just going to take a peek at the top of the lighthouse. Seems like it's a great view. You're right. I am new. Yes, good. I am new here, so I figured it'd be a worthwhile. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, you see the little icon next to bottom left? Looks like a little key or a little ring. That means no one can see me. And this was a skill book. Unarmored increased to 11. I will take that. Thank you. We're going to sell that. We're actually going to sell literally everything I can grab. Yes, we are. Literally everything. Oh, you sneaky bastard. You little sneaky shit. What are you doing? I can't decide, honestly, if this qualifies, you know? If this qualifies as him putting enough effort into this for me not to take his shit. Does he see me up here? No. Maybe. Where are you going, you little bastard? You know, I think as Finway's spending some time up here watching this man walk around, walking into a big old puddle of water, that he starts to wonder, what is he actually going to do? So, you have... Oh, there's definitely something down there. Yes, there is. We're going to go take a peek. So... what is Finway going to do, though? Like, he just got released. He doesn't want to be under the Emperor's thumb. But it also kind of feels like rushing off into this half-cocked is not a good way to do things. These are some weird-ass doors. He used to operate to where some people gathered some information for him. It's been a while since he's had to do this sort of thing. It was not common practice for him to actually gather a lot of intelligence in the field when he went out. Like, he could, but normally, like, he got some information before he was sent out by other people in the clan. For all the shit they like to give him, he sure could get things done. Aha. So, here's the deal, my good man. In that fucking trade house. You can bring it. You can bring it if you think that you can take this, then you can take the extra gold off of me. And until you do that, you can piss off, because that's all mine. You dumbass. I left Fargoth's ring, though. I don't want to take that. I already feel kind of bastardish. I don't need to compound it. God, I wish I could get in there. There's some shit to steal in there. I can feel it. All right. Well, we're going to go back into Ariel's trade house, but we're not going to go ahead and... we're not going to go ahead and give that guy his money. No, we're not.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Vodius Nucius, what did you want? What? Well, you asked me. What do you want? If you're looking to get out of Saint Denis, you'd be... Oh, well, thank you. He's happy to give me some advice on how to get out of here. How do you do that? New here. Take the Silt Strider to Vivek or Balmora, and fast and cheap. No trouble with wild animals and smugglers and bandits and outlaws. Go see Daravaim Lauren over at the Siltstrider port, over the bridge and east along the water, and tell her Nukius sent you. Why are you doing this? I've become suspicious over the years, especially the last 10 or 15 in prison. Peaked. Alright, so according to our good buddy, it looks like Sethandas started to peak whenever that census and excise office got built. It looks like this is like the main port of entry into the province. But 1, 2 Western style houses, some other ones here, and then shacks. So doesn't appear to have done the best. Right. So there's no beds here, and it's... Damn it. Let's turn those spell effects down. Because, my god, that was some loud shit. My apologies. Let's try that again. Much better. If you all find it difficult to hear the spells and that bothers you, let me know, and we'll take care of that. All right. Since there's no beds in... Well, then listen. If there's no beds in town, then we're going to have to sleep in the woods. And what I was trying to show you... Let's try it again. Right, it's illegal to rest here. All that means is, like, if you were someone whose magicka restores by waiting, it would increase. Or if you were someone... Or if your health was down, it would increase if you were resting in a bed or not in town. But resting here, the only thing that'll happen is time will advance and fatigue will restock.
Yes, Outlander?
Listen, I'm not talking to you. Listen, I'm not talking to you. That's effectively what you do every time you talk to me. You, however, we need to talk. We actually need to talk. First off, plain paper. Waits wedding dowry. Bottle. Lockpick. Pods. Those are worth 2 gold. I gotta remember that. All right. Thank you. Now, barter again. I need things. Because I guess I'm gonna have to go stay out in the fucking woods. Since, it doesn't appear as though there's any place for me to sleep in town. So, I'm gonna need a spear. And I'm gonna need some light armor. So, chittin', chitin, it's probably gonna get interchanged. I'm hoping this will be the last I comment on that. 85. This is why we wanted to go ahead and get ourselves, you know, some early walking around money. Get ourselves nice and equipped for the journey ahead. Tovani Mole Crab helmet. All right, okay, and a robe. Okay, now here's the thing. I think that he would like to have a robe. And I think he would like to have a robe because, 1, it would cover all of this up, right? Did I get a pair of boots? No, fur boots. And a helmet. I think our good buddy Finway here would enjoy having a robe because, 1, makes him feel more like a mage. 2, it hides what kind of armor he's packing. So, yeah. Will you accept 2 gold less? That's the price of bread, I feel like. That I could eat for a day with that, my good sir. Thank you. Please come again. All right. First off, I'm hungry. Let's eat some bread. I wish I had some ale to wash it down with. I bet I know who has some, though. Wait. There's no such thing as water in this game, is there? No, it's just going to be wine and shit. Whatever. I'm a high elf, so I can go ahead and plunge my face into, Yeah, you've done it too, haven't you? You've been thirsty, but you're like, if I drink any more booze, I'm literally going to die. And so you just stuck your face out in the pond knowing you were immune to the diseases. Good thinking, sir. Glad we're on the same page. All right. So we're going to move a little slower now. with all our shit on. Didn't actually need to do that. Yeah, look at that goof-ass looking helmet. Yeah. Now, he doesn't actually know really. I mean, he knows what the Telvanni are because he studied, Morrowind history. But it's not like he's from around here, so I don't think he fully appreciates the implications of just walking around in what appears to be like a Lalu area with a fucking, what's it called? Telvanni gear on. But, this is how you learn, by doing and finding people wanting to stab you in the face. Speaking of stabbed in the face, so I knew that there were things out here, and my goal was to just kind of wander around till I found something. But also, like, in character, he's looking for a place to, chill for the night. And we come across our first little questy thing outside, of course, of, like, Fargoth's Ring and that guy sending us to talk to the Silt Strider. So our third miscellaneous quest. Processus. Philetus. And all your gold. And the tax records. Ariel, 450 drakes, eh? Business is good. I don't think we've met yet, but we probably should, Drayron. Man, Fargoth, you are just... Oh, he hasn't paid yet. He's not going to be able to either. I'm sorry. All right. What are we seeing here? 87 drakes to Nucius. I think 87 is the exact amount of money that we got as part of our little going away stipend. All right. You haven't paid, and you owe a lot of money. So I have a sneaky suspicion this is the guy who killed him. I also have a sneaky suspicion that there may be some benefits to tracking that guy down. If he's going to kill a tax collector, then I can only imagine that... Why did I slash with this? Oh, shit. Oh, hey. One thing I just remembered. In this game, subtitles, you don't really need those. But best attack went on because if you look here, there's 3 attacks given, and they'll just randomly cycle. Not randomly. It's depending on your movement, which one's used. I don't want to have to constantly be moving in a direction to get my 6 to 20, so I turned always use best attack on, and now we'll always be thrusting. Yes. Okay. Well, it's late, but I feel like I slept really late. I got here late in the day. 200 gold is probably... Well, there's the little skeleton that I thought was out here. Oh, hey. This would also... Well, I'm out of fatigue now. But this would be a good opportunity to practice summoning those ghosty ghosts. Alright, so you can see that I'm walking now, and my fatigue is restoring. And my goodness. Alright, here's something else we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to increase the view distance just a smidge. Just a smidge. You don't, in Morrowind, you really don't want to be able to see very far because Morrowind's not a very big map. It just feels like it is because there's so much, shit around every corner, but also because the view distance is so low. Like, it really kind of, loses some of the magic, I feel like, whenever the view distance is too far. Nice! So you see how that only took 2 out of 3 tries to kill it? That's because, get rid of that, get rid of bloating. That is because we were at maximum fatigue, and we were using a weapon that we had 30 skill in. That's how you do that shit. If, you're playing Morrowind and you're finding you're never hitting, that's normally where you're going to find the issue. Is 1, you're out of stamina, and so you just can't hit shit, because it's the equivalent of you trying to stab whenever you're wanting to lean on the spear because you're exhausted. Yeah. So we're gonna go find this guy. We're gonna go find our good friend, Faeryn. See what he knows. And then, honestly, we're probably gonna be getting out of town after this, because we've been getting up to some nonsense. Like, we let Fargo out this ring, but we took his gold back. We're gonna shortchange that one guy. We stole something out of that tower. We found the tax collector's money. Like, at the end of the day, we've been pretty busy. And I don't really see us coming back here right away. It seems like it's a shitty little port town, and there's no reason to be here. So, and honestly, I think Finway he doesn't like being here with that pissed off Templar. He knows that we're supposed to be out of here. All right, so, Faeryn. I feel like anyone who would kill a tax collector is not going to live in the nice part of town. There he is. Right in the middle of the shit. Right behind Ariel's. Facing Ariel's. Alright. That'll be him over there then. God damn, this helm looks stupid. Ugh! But it's so Morrowind! It's so Morrowind that we are keeping it at least for a while. Whew, it is good to be back. My God. My God. I'm sorry. I needed to soak it in there just for a second. All right. Back to trying to kill this guy. Now, real fast. Do I have a quick save? Quick save! F5. That's a problem since I don't actually have an F5. With the keyboard I'm using right now, the F keys are not working. So, there we go. Save often. It's Morrowind. I'm actually probably going to be doing this a bunch. We're going to have to abbreviate that really quickly. So, Dr. Morrowind 2.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
So my spear's out, so right now, he actually will like me a little bit less. And I feel like we're going to need something out of him. So I also think that now is the time to go ahead and charm him. All right. What do you know about this? All right, I asked him about the murder, and he said, that fetcher, which, you know, I like to think that that's a cute way of getting around something that would immediately give this a much higher rating. You're damn right I did him in, and a good thing, too. He was skimming a load of money off of all of us honest people, overcharging us on our taxes and keeping the difference for himself. He was always flaunting his money around, showing off his new clothes and jewels. So I killed the bastard and left his body out there to rot, with all his ill-begotten gold still on him. That was stupid. That was stupid. That actually made it more interesting that there was gold on it, and now I'm here. Also, that's no excuse for murder, mate. Here's the problem. If we go ahead and start letting you pull, you know, those... I'm going to be honest. You've given me an excuse to kill you. I'm a very practical-minded Altmer. And this seems like a nice place to spend any time I might be around here. And if anyone finds you, you were the guy who killed the tax collector. Also, I don't believe you didn't take any of his shit. So, sorry, that's no excuse for murder. Your punishment's been decided. Oh, you're one of them, huh? Come to kill me? Well, give it your best shot, High Elf. I've got no problem spilling more of the blood of the Emperor's lackeys. Goodbye, get fucked. So you see how he's punching me? It'd only be, yeah, he's hitting my fatigue, which he could have then knocked me down and actually punched me. Ah, that's also what I wanted. Really valuable ring. I knew you had some of this shit, you lying little bastard. Alright. What else do you got in here? You know. There we go. A Dance in the Fire, Chapter 6, 165. This is a great series of books. You should read them. I mean, not... well, not you, but everyone listening at home should consider doing so. All right. Well, I think that this is probably where we are going to be leaving our good buddy Finwë and Doris. I didn't know there. There's a little, it looks like a little face under the face slit there. Yes. This is where we're going to be leaving him, I think, because I have a strong suspicion in the next chapter he will be leaving Siedanine. So, until next time, though, it has been fun chatting with you all, and I look forward to sharing the next chapter in this story with you all very soon.